It has been a very good week for us. Obviously the focus is on the two games. Both games are important, so we cannot think of one other than the other. We start with Manchester. Focus is fully on them, and then the next day we've got to concentrate on Surrey. We've put ourselves in a great place. We had a slow start to the season. We've gone from 1-11, and we turned things around. We put a lot of effort. The guys have worked really hard to get us to the point where we are, and we've got one last weekend to earn our playoff spot.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have been thinking about all the different playoff permutations and ways that Flyers can make the playoffs, but really the only true way to make it is to win both of those games.
Well, you just said it. I mean, we cannot be think of what happens if this happens or that happens. We're in control of our destiny. We can control one game at a time. We've got to concentrate on Manchester first, and we've got to win our games. We win two games, we're in the playoffs. It's as simple as that.
Manchester at home on Saturday, as you said, and of course, although they're sitting at bottom of the BBL Championship, you certainly can't underestimate a team like them.
No, I think that would be a big mistake to do so. They're a team that if they can find rhythm, they can be very dangerous. So we cannot think too far ahead. Play a quarter at a time, possession at a time, and just put a strong team performance on both ends of the floor and come out away with a victory. But we cannot think too far ahead. Right now, we cannot think about the Surrey game. We've got to make sure we lock in and we're ready to go for Saturday. It's the last home game of the regular season, and we want to make sure we're here for the playoffs again. So just taking one game at a time and just go from there.
And then, of course, on Sunday, you guys travel to face Surrey Scorchers. And I know you haven't picked up a win against Surrey Scorchers yet this season. What are the keys to coming out on top in that one?
I think let's win the Manchester game first. And I think with Surrey have had a slow start to the season, and they've picked it up, and they have found a very successful way of playing. They're coming from a big win against Newcastle, and they're going to be playing at home. There's going to be a lot of emotion in this game. Both teams are going to be tired physically and mentally. They will have had both teams. They're playing in Plymouth away. We're playing at home to Manchester, and I think it's going to be a battle of will and desire. Who wants to make it to the playoffs? Really, we really respect them. I think they've really kind of earned themselves to be in that position, and I think we have done the same thing as well. So you have two teams going against each other that have played some good basketball on both ends of the court, and I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a game that we will need to adjust. We will need to talk to each other. We will need to be connected on both ends of the court. But those in-game adjustments are what will make the difference for this particular game, basically. But I think I don't want to think too far ahead. Let's worry about the first 40 minutes. Let's play the first 40 minutes. And the way I see it is like a Final Four. It's like a semi-final on Saturday, and then you go your final on the Sunday. And the thing is, you cannot think too far ahead. Stay in the moment. Let's make sure we get the first win. Manchester's going to be a tough opponent, and then let's be ready fully 100% to give everything we have to earn our playoff spot.